Alright. Trying to double check what the name is before we get started. Dobson Shores, that's where it is. I hear people yelling outside here or talking very loudly. I think they're leaving this bar at like midnight. There is multiple people leaving the bar at midnight. Alright. Welcome to this week's video. We're at Dobson Shores today. Dobson Shores is home to Macayo's Mexican food restaurant. It's a popular restaurant here in Arizona. We won't be able to see much during the night over here because it is just past midnight. I think it might actually be like 1 a.m. in the morning, maybe. I can't remember. Let me see my watch real fast. It's about 12:20 right now in the morning. We're going to go ahead and take a walk. We might go to the lake. There's actually like a lake/riverfront kind of thing behind it. I don't know if we can get there, but we're going to see what we can find. Not sure how long the video will be today, but thanks for jumping in. Thanks for leaving comments and subscribing. Let's go ahead and get to the tour. First, we're kind of taking a walk up and down over here. Airsoft engineering. Surprisingly, a lot of people walking around right now. We just passed a bridal place where they do like fitting and stuff, and also a Vision Works. Free apartment rental service. Andrew's Fine Violins. Len Lab Acupuncture. It's been years since I've been over to Macayo's.
Oh my God.
It's getting a little dark over here. There we go. A little bit less dark now. Nice and calm. I am hearing some bird calls. Not sure if I'm allowed to go over here, as it's technically part of Macayo's. The gate was left open. Maybe we'll come back to it here in a little bit. I'm not supposed to be trespassing. There's the front side of Vision Works. It's one of the like chain places that allows you to do glasses. Custom glass. For some reason, there's water coming off of the ceiling or the roof. That's kind of weird because it hasn't been raining. So where is this water coming from? It hasn't rained in like a month now. Here we have more of the lake. The trees are a little low over here. It's not really designed for anyone to walk it. At least this water is flowing back into the lake and not going into the drain. Ouch! This tree has some serious thorns on it. I didn't realize that. It just scraped me. Didn't cut. But it was definitely noticeable. It did leave a hole in my shirt. Dobson Shores. Oh, they have handmade soaps. Dobson Shores continues across the street. I didn't feel like we got enough stuff over here, so maybe we'll continue over there. We're right on the edge between Tempe and Mesa. I believe technically we're in Mesa right now. But just about, I don't know, maybe a mile or so that way. That's where Tempe is. The garbage smell is gone now. It is extremely quiet. Across the way we have Dobson Ranch. The full moon is starting to wane now. There's like nobody coming. We do have someone far up the street there. They may have just turned. We do have someone coming up the street here. If I was just gonna run it, I missed my chance. Oh, there we go. This actually might benefit that guy a little bit. Hopefully we don't get hit by cars. At this late hour, there might be a high likelihood of drunk drivers. I don't know about this area specifically, but that shopping center we did come from did have a bar in it, and there were people coming out of it. Over here it smells like fresh dirt. Like maybe something was recently planted. Now it smells a little bit like musty water. Speedy cash. Such a scam. These things pop up all over the place here. Check cashing companies. Mostly designed for people who don't have banks or no way to get a bank. It's kind of a benefit for illegals to be able to go in there and pay a huge fee to be able to cash their check. Something smells like cinnamon. We do have another garbage can over here. Over here we have the T-Mobile store. For some reason the T-Mobile store seemed to pop up and disappear very quickly and very frequently. This one's been here for a couple of years now, but there's been others all over the place that have came and went, especially during the pandemic. I haven't really been in this shopping center at all lately. There used to be a Subway over here that we used to go to when we had the Subway coupons. We stopped eating Subway a long time ago though. Looks like there's a lot of action over here at the hookah bar. These are relatively new things that are popping up. They have like communal hookahs available for everybody to go smoking together. Here you have KFC. Kentucky Fried Chicken. This used to be a KFC A&W. And long ago when I was a child, we went to the grand opening of it. And at that time they were giving away like free chicken and gift cards. They had a big bouncy castle out here, and they had the Arizona Diamondbacks mascot Baxter Bobcat out here for like a baseball thing. They had like a dunk tank where you could dunk the Colonel. Colonel was sitting on the platform and you'd throw the baseball at it, the target, to drop him in the water. Nelson Estate Jewelers. This used to be many different things before this. It used to be a Coco's, which was like a restaurant chain similar to Denny's or IHOP. It's since switched to a Goodies. I think that was like another restaurant. But that place went under because that place came into being right around the time the pandemic happened. And now they decided it's a good idea to put this diamond store over here. It is across the street from the bridal place. So I guess it's kind of similar shopping centers to the ones we were at earlier. I've never been in the Basis Fresh Food and Deli Produce. This used to be home to a Bash's. There was a Bash's, and then I think that there was an Osco like drugstore next to it. The Osco since has moved over to Albertsons. You can't really see it on their sign because their sign is off right now. But they got bought out, I think, by Albertsons. And they closed this store and moved it into the grocery store across the street. Predators Reptiles. That used to be a carpet store. Predators Reptiles used to be around the corner over here in a smaller area next to the bird store. They sell like snakes and lizards and stuff in there. This business center across the street here though always looks kind of nice. It's very well lit to keep the bad crowds away. This area of Mesa and Tempe is generally pretty safe. There may be homeless people that are sleeping in different areas. I haven't seen any yet. Straight off this way we have Rhodes Junior High. We got some 7 garden dumplings in Noodle House. Tyrannosaurus. I don't know what the heck they sell in there. This used to be the bird store, and that used to be the reptile store. But now this looks like some sort of like dinosaur bones. Interesting type of store to try to put over here. Cosmetic dentistry. The Take One Dough place has been here for a while. The dojo. And then aquarium arts, where you can get all your fish food supplies and stuff. Seeing as we're on a roll, I guess we're going to continue forward here. We can go into Rhodes Junior High. I don't think we're supposed to be walking back in here. Supposed to check during the thing, no trespassing, video cameras in use. We'll stay on the outside of the edge of the fence. The fresh smell of cut grass. This kind of brings back memories. I used to do soccer practice here when I was like the age of 5. It would be cool to go walking back over there, but I don't want to trespass. This self-storage place has been here for a very long time. I'm smelling marijuana. There's not much else we can do here unless we go into the field, but so we'll walk back across over here. The switch to the lights is over there by where that light is on, but I'm sure they have it covered by cameras to prevent vandals and other bad people. The marijuana smell is leaving the air. This stretch of land has been infamous for a while as a student that used to go to Rhodes Junior High actually died over here while they're attempting to walk across the road. Let's hopefully not recreate that. We have the red hand right now. There's nobody coming. I'm gonna just walk it this time. But they put photo radar service over here now, so people automatically get tickets if they drive too fast in the area. Here we have Circle K. Circle K is kind of like our regional area gas station convenience store. We have almost these on every corner. You can buy alcohol, cigarettes, all the stuff that you normally would want to buy at a gas station. Looks like there's someone digging through the trash at the bus stop over here, so we might take a wide left and go into the area over here that's well lit up. It's probably not going to be bad. I think this is like just a whole bunch of like insurance places. Just a normal little business center. It looks pretty cool. Community Bridges Incorporated, Safeway Insurance, and it looks like a law office. Here's some people talking loudly over there at the hookah store again, or restaurant, or whatever the heck it is. This might be something to come back to toward the daytime. There's this weird like statue over here. I always see it from the road. Looks like that there used to be a placard here. It's gone now. This thing looks like it used to be a whole fountain. It's no longer a fountain anymore. Now it's filled with rocks. The desert fountain. A dried out dead fountain that's filled with rocks. I don't see the person that was over here. I think they're further down looking at the trash over there. A lot of the homeless people like to dig in the trash cans around here for cans and other stuff. They can sell the aluminum to get money to do whatever they do with it. The grass here is really wet. Looks like the sprinklers used to be. We're just on here recently. Someone must be working late. A couple cars over here. So here we have Albertsons. We did a video here before where we actually went inside. It felt like a lot of people were looking at us, because you do look kind of weird when you got stuff in your ears like these. Definitely look out of place. Albertsons. There's the word Osco. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it's up there. Osco used to be the biggest competitor to Walgreens, which is another local chain store pharmacy place. So we saw the T-Mobile store earlier and all of its pink lighting. Here's the AT&T store with all of its blue lighting. It is very blue in there. Looks like there's a cornhole game in there. Next to that you got Papa Murphy's. Papa Murphy's is like a take and bake pizza chain. Where you go there, they make your pizza in front of you, and it's kind of like Subway, where you can like ask them to put stuff on there, and then you take it home and bake it. Here's Mary Immaculate. Books and gifts. I can't tell if it's religious specifically, but I do see like Jesuses and statues and stuff in there. They sell a lot of odds and ends, similar to the Tyrannosaurus store we saw across the street. Here is a animal hospital. This actually used to be a GVC vitamin shop that closed down during the pandemic. UPS store. Phone number 1. Looks like there's somebody in a wheelchair sitting there next to the wall. Keep our distance from that. Tax prep service. Tax season is just completed about a month ago. So I don't know what they do in the meantime. Seems weird that you'd pay for a full rental place and only use it like once a year. There's another acupuncture shop. We've walked by like 3 of those, I think. Must be really popular here. We are directly south from the Asian district, which has a lot of like ethnic foods and shops and stores. A lot of like Vietnamese, Korean, Japanese, Chinese, and all that stuff. Baby K's Cajun Kitchen. I don't know if it's truthfully like it. Across the street over here, this really dark area, this is actually a park and a golf course. So we won't really be able to see much over there as there's no lights on it. I guess we'll finish up our tour of the world here by trying to cross back across the street so that we can get to the car and go back home. You can hear the freeway off into the distance. That's where that air whoosh noise kind of sounds like. Not sure what's over here. No, further down the street was my old doctor. Back when I was a kid. The pediatric doctor, I think that's what it was over there. And they had like nice toys and stuff, and it overlooked the river, because that river thing that we were looking at earlier actually goes on this side of the road too. It smells kind of like ice cream cones. Not sure why, but if you're like making your own fresh waffle cone, it smells kind of like that right now. Weird thing is there's no ice cream store anywhere over here. We have tax services, attorneys, chiropractors. Now it looks like we're gonna have to cross the street again. I forgot. And this little alcove here is actually like a little oasis with a fountain. I believe if anyone's a geocacher, this is actually a geocache that we're nearby over here. I don't know if it's still there, but long ago, back when I was geocaching, there was one in this area. But it's nice during a little bit later on when the flowers start to bloom. It looks pretty nice over here. Alright, there's the homeless person with their big cart. We might have to join them over here or walking across the street. Oh, they might actually get the light. Yeah, they're getting the light. I don't think we're gonna make it, but that's okay. Keep our distance away from people. It smells very florally. There's a lot of purple flowers on the ground over here. This little housing subdivision thing over here is Dobson Ranch. They're kind of lower upper class housing. The houses are pretty big and they're fancy. But the homeowners association yearly or monthly fees or whatever it is, they're pretty high. We're Dobson and Baseline at the moment. It smells like barbecue. We've gotten the clear to walk. Scrounger over there, so we'll walk this way. Keep our distance. There's no official walkway to get over here, but this would get us back to our car. We're gonna do it. Car's still in one piece, not on blocks, not broken into. Alright, we did it. 32 minutes-ish of stuff. We made a walk all around this area to kind of check out the sights and sounds. Well, I did a little bit of narration. If you guys watch these, thanks for watching all the way to the end. Hopefully you guys like and subscribe, and have a good one. I'll see you guys next week for some more binaural recording sights and sound with me, your host, Dave. Have a good one.